Okay, everybody, hello and welcome to this quarantine flow. If you're stuck at home, thank you for getting on the mat and taking the time for yourself. This is my beautiful friend Taylor. This is our second time recording this flow. There's no fire alarm beeping in this one, so you don't have to be alarmed. We're going to start in seated, facing the top of our mat, and if you have a block, go ahead and just place your block right up at the top of the mat. Sitting crisscross, hands are going to be on the knees, roll the shoulders back and down. It's almost like your scapula are pressing against your back ribs. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Take a big breath in through your nose. Keep your mouth closed, exhale out your nose. Let your eyes close. And begin to bring your awareness to your inhales and your exhales. Letting them be a little bit longer with each breath in and each breath out. Let your hands feel heavy on your knees. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And if your mind has this continuous stream of thoughts, allow those thoughts to slow down and allow your attention to become focused on your inhales and your exhales. Letting the shoulders soften with each breath out. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Softening any areas in your body where you're holding any tension, holding any tightness. And allowing yourself to be exactly as you are, not trying to be a certain way, but just notice your thoughts, slow them down, connect with your breath, and be still. Take a big breath in through your nose. Crown of the head is lifted up towards the sky. And then open your mouth, purse your lips, take an exhale. Breathe in through your nose. Purse your lips, exhale. Softening in the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in through your nose, long inhales. Expanding through your chest, hold the breath at the top, purse your lips, exhale slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Finding length in your breath, finding stillness in the chaos, and just connecting inwards. And keep your awareness on your breath. Open your eyes. We're going to turn to the right. We're going to take our legs out wide, taking a wide-legged forward fold. Feet are going to point up towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze through the thighs so that the kneecaps are lifted. Reach your arms up overhead. Breathe in. And then exhale, slowly fold forward, reaching your hands between your feet. The head can drop down. You can take your elbows onto a block in front of you. We just want to keep the thighs squeezing and the toes pointing up towards the sky. And reach your hands forward as we find a stretch through our inner thighs. Each exhale, maybe you walk your fingertips or your elbows a little bit further forward. And take 4 more breaths here. Breathing in through your nose. And then exhale, sigh it out. Maybe you walk your hands a little bit further. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Sinking a little bit deeper into your wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Exhale. Pull yourself down a little bit further. And then very slowly rise all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead as you inhale. And drop your left elbow down towards your left knee and reach your right arm overhead towards that left foot. Should find a stretch through the right side body. You can always grab onto the outside of your shin. And then connect your inner arm and your ear so that we are lifting up through that right side body. Reach a little bit further. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more breath here. Breathe in. Pull yourself a little bit deeper. Breathe out. Slowly rise up on your inhale. Reach both arms up. Lean over to the right as you drop that right elbow down towards the knee or on the inside of the knee. Reach that left arm overhead towards the right foot. So we're stacking the shoulders here, finding a stretch through the left side body, between the ribs. Maybe you grab onto the outside of that right shin. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull yourself a little bit deeper on your exhales. And then slowly come all the way up. Take your left arm or your left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Take your right arm up and over, touching your left ear, and then side bending your neck over to the right. Let your eyes close. If this is too much overpressure, you can just take your hands down and just side bend your head over to the right. Let your eyes close, and maybe you draw your chin down and drop your head back, kind of find some movement here. And reach that left hand a little bit further over to the left. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out through your mouth. And then switch sides. Right arm goes down on the outside of the knee, left arm goes overhead, and just side bend your neck over to the left. Reaching your right fingertips a little bit further over with each exhale. Maybe you find some movement here by drawing the chin down, dropping the head back, stretching through the right side of the neck. And this area of the body gets tight for everybody, but especially if you've been sitting at home, if you've been sitting on the couch, or if you've been stressed and you hold your tension here in your neck. With each exhale, let the head bend a little bit more over to the left, stretching through that right side of the neck. And then slowly come all the way back up. Take both feet back towards the top of the mat. Lie down on your back. We're going to come into a bridge pose, drawing your feet towards your bottom, reaching your hands towards your heels. Take a big breath in as you ground down through your feet and through your shoulders, and then as you exhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. You can clasp your hands underneath your low back. Feel your belly go up as you inhale, and then collapse down as you exhale. We're squeezing the thighs together like there's a block between our thighs. Let your eyes close, breathe in, breathe out. One more breath here, lift your hips up a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly come all the way down. Keep your feet where they are and windshield wiper your knees left and right. Drawing the knees up into the chest, take your hands to the tops of your shins. Take 3 rolls forward and backwards, up and down your mat, gaining momentum with each roll. And then planting your hands at the top of the mat, stepping your feet to the back of the mat, take downward facing dog. So grounding down through our hands and our feet here in our down dog. Spread wide through your fingertips. Alternate pressing the heels down towards the mat. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out through your mouth. Exhale. Keep that connection with your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Exhale. Look up between your thumbs. Find your forward fold. Walk your feet towards your hands. Grab opposite elbows and ragdoll. Let the head hang heavy. Spread wide through your toes. Ground down through your feet. And feel a release in your low back, always bending at the knees if you need to. Half lift as you inhale. Take your hands to your shins or your thighs. Find a flat spine. Fold forward as you exhale. 2 more times. Half lift, inhale. Big exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, bending at the knees. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Fold as you exhale. Half lift as you inhale. Plant your hands down, step back to your high plank as you exhale. Lift the belly up and in towards the spine. Spread wide through your fingertips and squeeze your thighs together. Take a big breath in. Shift forward, drop to your knees if you need to, and lower halfway, chaturanga. Drop to your belly, lift your chest, come up cobra. Shoulders are away from the ears. Great, Taylor. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out, exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look up between your thumbs as you inhale. As you exhale, walk your feet towards your thumbs. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend at the knees, rise to stand. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. Draw your belly up and in. Stay strong with your core and your plank. Take a big breath in. Lower halfway, exhale. Drop to your belly, lift your chest, come up cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe in, sigh it out, breathe out. Alternate pressing the heels down if you'd like to bicycle your knees back and forth. Take a big breath in, look up between your thumbs, walk your feet towards your hands as you breathe out. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, breathe in. Fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Walk or hop the feet back, lowering halfway. Cobra or up dog as you inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a big breath in. Look up between your thumbs. As you exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend at the knees, rise up, inhale. 3 more together, fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Step or hop back, lowering halfway. Cobra or up dog as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Take a big bend at both knees, look up between your thumbs. And then as you exhale, walk or hop. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up overhead. Fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big bend at both knees, and then as you exhale, look up between your thumbs. Walk or hop, forward fold, half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up. Fold, breathe out. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Let's take 3 breaths here in our down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Big breath in. Look up between your thumbs. Take a big bend at both knees. As you exhale, walker hop. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Take a bend at the knees and the hips. Look down, see if you can see your toes. Draw your belly in towards your spine. Sink a little bit deeper. Breathe in. Sink 2 inches deeper. Breathe in. Sink as low as you can go in your chair. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg rises up, inhale. Crescent lunge, right side, take that foot, wiggle it all the way up in between your thumbs, stay on the ball of the back foot, reach the arms up overhead. Hips are squared forward and squeeze through that back thigh. And see if you can sink a little bit deeper. Knee's gonna be right over the ankle. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach up, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg rises, breathe in. Exhale, take your foot up in between your thumbs. Reach your arms up overhead. Left knee's right over the ankle, back thigh is squeezing. Like you're reaching up towards the ceiling and the knees being pulled forward at the same time. Breathe in, sink a little bit deeper, breathe out. Reach up, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a big bend at both knees. Look up between your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. We're gonna take 3 breaths here, and on the 3rd breath, you're gonna lower your bottom all the way down to the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, lower 1/3 of the way down. Breathe in. Exhale, lower 2/3. Breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Lift your feet up. Yes, great job. Half a boat pose. Exhale, canoe. We're gonna float the feet and the shoulder blades just above the mat. Hold here. And then draw the knees into the chest. Or laying down on our back. Taylor's an overachiever. Going up into half boat. Take the feet up towards the sky, hands go behind the head. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, take the chin up towards the ceiling, shoulder blades up off of the mat, squeeze through the thighs. Inhale as you lower, and then exhale, crunch up. Inhale, exhale, crunch, and then do 20 of these at your own pace, making sure that you're connecting with your breath, slow and controlled. Each exhale, crunching up, keeping that low back pressed down towards the mat. Trying not to lose that connection, finding that fire in our core. And once you're done with those 20, keep your lifted, keep your shoulder blades up off of the mat. I think I still have 3 more. I'm not sure, I lost count. And then float your right foot to hover just above the mat. Keep your chest lifted. Draw that belly down towards the spine. And then squeeze through your inner thighs. Engage your ankles. You can either point or flex your ankles, whatever you feel is most comfortable. And then switch, right foot comes up, left foot hovers just above the mat. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your chin up towards the ceiling. Don't hold your breath. Knees come into the chest, rock side to side. Hands go onto the knees, take 3 rolls, forward and backwards. Meaning in downward facing dog. You can run through a vinyasa if you'd like, or we can just head right into down dog. And from your downward facing dog, right leg rises, and take that foot all the way up in between your thumbs. Take your crescent lunge, reach the hands up towards the sky. Draw the belly in towards the spine. So that core engagement that we found on our back, we want to keep that. Take your hands to your heart and twist to the right. The left elbow goes to the outside of the right knee. You can open up through your arms if you have a bind. You can reach underneath with the left hand, behind with the right. Squeezing through the back thigh. Don't hold your breath. Taking your hands back to heart center, keep the right foot where it is, left foot steps up to meet the right. Chair twist. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling, chair pose. And then twist to the left, hands come to heart center. Try to make sure that right knee is not popping too far out in front of the left. Look down at your left foot, spread through the toes, and then take a couple of baby hops or one big step with the right foot to the back of the mat, coming into a high lunge twist here. Try to open up through the chest using that right elbow to press into that left knee. Reach your hands up towards the sky. Inhale, crescent lunge. Take that right heel down, take warrior two. Squeezing through your shoulders. How you doing? Yeah, it definitely is. Look over that left middle finger. Squeeze through your shoulder blades. And then see if you can sink a little bit deeper, taking that left knee out towards the left just a little bit more. Flip that left palm up, reverse your warrior. The right hand can slide down the back of the leg, or it can reach and wrap behind. And then take your left elbow to the top of the left knee, reach the arms up overhead. The right arm overhead. Inhale, warrior two. And then straighten out through your left leg, turn that left foot in, bend at the right knee and take your hands on the inside of that right knee, finding a side lunge here. We want to keep that hip in line with the knee, keep that left foot flat, finding a stretch through the left inner thigh. And then walk your hands to the right foot, take that left heel up, come into a lunge position facing the back of the mat. Left hand goes down, right hand reaches up. High lunge twist. Look up towards that right hand. And then taking our side plank from here, spin onto the side of the left foot, right foot steps back to meet the left. You can keep the hips lifted. You can maybe lift that right foot up off of the left. You can drop down onto that left knee or to the left forearm. Just don't lose your connection with your breath. Take the right hand down to meet the left. Come into your high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Reach your hands towards the back of the mat. And lift all the way up with both your hands and your feet and your chest. And then see if you can keep your gaze down towards the floor. Squeezing through your shoulders. Breathe in. Lift up a little bit higher. And slowly take those feet down, take your hands where the armpits are, rise up, inhale. Look over your right shoulder for that right foot. See if you can squeeze your thighs together. Maybe you lift the thighs up off of the mat. Come back to center, take downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Take the left foot up towards the ceiling. And then exhale for your crescent lunge on the left side. Reach the arms all the way up. Take your hands to heart center, twisting to the left. Keep that right thigh squeezing and engaged. You can open up through your arms here if you took a bind on the other side, reaching underneath with the right arm, behind with the left. See if you can stay evenly distributed through the left and the right foot. So maybe you shift your weight back or forward. Taking your hands back to heart center in your twist, look down at your left foot. Right foot's going to step up to meet the left. Twisted chair. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow goes to the outside of the right knee. Draw that belly in towards the spine. Make sure the knees are even. Take a look at your right foot. And then maybe you take one big step or a couple of steps with that left foot till it goes to the back of the mat. High lunge, twist. Reach your hands up, crescent lunge. Warrior two. Take that left foot down. Squeeze through your thighs. The inner thighs engaged here, and this back thigh is also engaged. And squeeze through your shoulder blades. Look over that right middle finger. Connect with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath here. Breathe in. Sink a little bit deeper. Breathe out. Right knee's going out towards that pinky toe. Flip that right palm up. Reverse your warrior. And then take extended side angle. Right elbow goes to the top of the knee. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Warrior two, exhale. Straighten out that right leg, turn the right foot in, bend at the left knee and take your hands to the inside of that left knee. Finding a side lunge here. You want to keep the chest lifted and find a stretch through the right inner thigh. Breathe in. Take both hands down around the left foot. Take that back heel up off of the mat. The right heel sore on the ball of the back foot. Right foot stays down. Left hand lifts up. Crescent lunge twist. Or a high lunge twist. Look up towards the left hand, or you can just keep your neck neutral, or you can look down towards the right hand. We're going to take a side plank from here. Spin onto the side of the right foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Maybe you lift the left foot up off of the right. Great job. We just want to keep the hips lifted. And then take your high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Lift up locust pose. Squeeze through the entire back body. Keep your gaze down towards the floor. Option to bend the knees, clasping onto the front parts of the ankles or on the inside of the feet. Taking floor bow, opening up through the chest. Keep your gaze down. And then slowly lower all the way down. Take your hands where your armpits are, straighten out your legs, press the tops of the feet into the mat, and rise up for a cobra. Look over your left shoulder for your left foot. See if you can press the tops of the feet into the mat. Yes. Come back to center, tuck your toes, take downward facing dog. Left leg rises, inhale. Take the left foot up between your thumbs. Turn all 10 toes to the right side of the mat. Take a wide-legged forward fold. If you have your block, you can take your block underneath your elbows, underneath your hands. You can reach for your feet. You can clasp your hands behind your back and open up through your chest. Keeping the connection with our breath, let the crown of the head go down towards the floor. If you have an inversion in your practice, like a headstand or a tripod headstand, you can take that inversion. If we're in headstand, most of the weight is in our forearms and not our head. Squeezing through the thighs. Try not to hold your breath wherever you're at. And walk your hands up around the left foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank as you inhale. Halfway lower, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Shift forward back to your plank, then lower onto your forearms. Forearm plank. Not holding the breath. Keep your gaze between your forearms, squeezing through your thighs. Big breath in. Big. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. One hand at a time. Come back onto your hands. Take downward facing dog. Take the right leg up towards the ceiling. And then take the right foot between your thumbs. We're going to lift the left foot up off of the mat. Keeping the hands down. So we're going to take our block. Here's your block. Take the block underneath your left hand. And take your right hand to your hip. Revolved half moon. You can take the right hand up towards the ceiling. Start to open up your chest to the right, keeping the hips even and the left toes pointing down towards the floor. One hand at a time, take your hands to your heart. Shoulders are squared back towards the ground. Take warrior 3. We're going to slowly rise to stand, keeping the left foot lifted and drawing the left knee up into the chest. Reach the right hand forward and the left hand back behind you, opening up to the left. So we're going to work on some dynamic balance here. As you exhale, come back into your warrior 3, shooting that left foot back, and then take your left hand onto the block, right hand onto the hip, or up towards the sky. Revolved half moon. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, slowly come up, draw the knee into the chest, reach the right hand forward, left hand back. So we're going to move with this breath. As you inhale, slowly come into your revolved half moon, and then exhale once you're in the pose. Take one breath in the pose, inhale, and exhale. Inhale on the transition, rise all the way up. Try and find your balance. Exhale once you're in the pose. Take one breath here, breathe in. Breathe out, slowly transition back into your revolved half moon. Maybe the right hand goes up. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale on the transition, left knee comes into the chest, left arm goes behind. Maybe this time you take that right hand on the outside of the left foot and you find a bind with the hand in the foot. And then slowly come back into your revolved half moon on your inhale. Take both hands down onto the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Big breath in, sigh it out through your mouth. Take your left foot up towards the ceiling. And then take the left foot in between your thumbs, right foot lifts up off of the mat. Take the block underneath your right hand. Keep the hips even. Take the left hand to your hip or the left hand up towards the ceiling, seeing if we can square the hip. There we go. Toes pointing down towards the ground. So we're going to move through that flow on your inhale. One hand at a time, take your hands to heart center. Take a breath out. Rise to stand as you breathe in. Draw the right knee into the chest. Take the right hand behind you. Left hand goes forward, opening up to the right. Take a breath once you're there. And then inhale for the transition. Right foot goes back. Right hand goes onto the block. Left hand to the hip or up towards the sky. Toes are pointing down. Yes, great job. Take a breath once you're there. Inhale, transition. Knee comes up into the chest. And one side may feel completely different, and it probably will, than the other. Opening your chest up to the right. Inhale on the transition, revolved half moon. Spreading wide through the toes of the left foot, grounding them down into the mat. Inhale, transition, knee comes up into the chest. Right arm reaches behind you, left hand goes forward. Maybe this time you grab onto the outside of that right foot with the left hand. Opening up through the chest. Inhale, transition, revolved half moon. Take both hands down to the mat, take a downward facing dog. Take a big bend at both knees. Look up between your thumbs, and then as you exhale, find your forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your knees down onto the mat, cross your feet behind you, and then lie down on your back. Taking a drink if you need to, or wiping down. And once you're on your back, you're gonna draw your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. Taking a supine pigeon. Left ankle is going to cross over the right knee. Left ankle is going to stay flexed, and that left knee is going up towards the ceiling. Grab onto the top of the right shin or to the back of the right thigh, and see if you can press your neck, the back of your neck, down into the mat. Let your eyes close. Breathe in. Sigh it out, breathe out. Soften the shoulders. Connect with your breath. Each exhale that you take, you're drawing that right knee into the chest a little bit more. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out, draw your knee into your chest. Release your tension in that left hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften your shoulders. Breathe in. Long breath. Sigh it out, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw your knee in a little bit more. Breathe in. Exhale. Draw both knees back into the chest. Rock side to side. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Keep the ankle flexed. Grab onto the top of the left shin or the back of the thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let your eyes close and breathe space into that right hip. If that mind's starting to wander off, bringing your awareness back to your inhales and your exhales, and back into the present moment. That connection that you have with yourself, letting go of all the external stuff. Chest rises up as you breathe in through your nose. Sigh it out, exhale. Draw your knee in a little bit closer to your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in. Draw your knee in a little bit more. Breathe out. Big breath in. Knees into your chest, exhale. Rock side to side. Take your knees out wide and then take them together a couple of times. Point and flex your ankles, wiggle your toes. Reach your arms up overhead, all the way up. Take your feet up towards the ceiling. And then lower your right foot all the way down to the mat. Let the foot go down. And then take the left foot all the way down to the mat. Take your arms down by your side. Palms are going to face up, coming into a final Shavasana. If this is uncomfortable, you can always take your feet flat on the mat. You can butterfly your knees, taking the soles of the feet together. Feeling your belly go up as you breathe in and collapse down as you exhale. And as the mind wanders off, come back to the breath. Let your feet feel heavy. Let your hands feel heavy. Press the back of your neck into the mat. And let gravity just take over your body. Let the mat support you. And let your mind settle. It's just your inhales and your exhales in the present moment. Letting go of the craziness, letting go of all the things that we can't control, and just being at peace with exactly what is. Letting your breath be a tool to release anxiety, to release stress, to release all those negative emotions, the things that are holding you back, the things that float around in your head that make you feel maybe like you're not enough. Breathe in through your nose. And then let go of all of those things as you breathe out through your mouth, letting your body sink down into the mat. Let yourself be at peace. Let yourself be calm. Let yourself be connected with what's important to you, letting go of all the external. Breathe in through your nose. Side out, exhale. Wiggling your fingertips and your toes. Circling out your ankles and your wrists. Drawing your knees into your chest. Rolling onto your right side. And then pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Reaching your arms up overhead. Breathe in. Big exhale. Take your hands to your heart. Roll the shoulders back and down. Thank you so much for practicing with me, Taylor, to everyone else who's practiced. And I hope that you keep this connection inwards and this stillness. When everything gets crazy, you can always come back to your breath. And the light inside of me honors the light inside of each of you. Namaste. Thank you.